little something good to put hot sauce on that's not going to change the taste at all. Oh.
Oh, it's been so long. Oh my God.
All right, it's a bright, sunny day here in DC. And today, I'm off to see another all-star who lives in the area, in the DMV as we call it. So, I'm off to see my man, Andrew. Yes, Andrew and Julie agreed to capture the first taste of this premium sauce. So, stand by. Next stop, Andrew and Julie's. All right, as I mentioned, I'm coming to visit another all-star, one of my top 20, to jump on board almost right away. As soon as he got word, he signed up. So I'm here in Northwest DC, and I'm visiting Andrew and Julie. And Andrew and Julie, Andrew just told me, just filled me in on how long it's been since I've seen them. They first met me on a first date when they came into my store that was on Capitol Hill, and now they're married with 2 kids. Oh my goodness. And I can't believe, after all that, they're still worried about some UncleBrutha? Are you kidding me? All right, well, that's wonderful. So anyway, let me stop delaying. And I want you to meet Andrew and Julie. Are you framed up? Yes, they're framed up. All right, this is Andrew and Julie. Now, I'm going to present. Andrew has 2 bottles coming of No.10 because he signed up. And I keep telling him, it took me a while to get everything out like I promised. But Andrew has been patient and, kept his emails to a mild rage, not too ragey. It was like, Andrew was like everybody else. Okay, well, that's cool. I'm glad you're all right. Hurry up! Hurry up! Okay, now, we're here. So, Andrew has been holding on to some lunch that he brought home just for this occasion. So, Andrew's busting out the pastrami sandwich.
That's right. So I got to tell you, our first meal that we cooked together was a dinner party we threw.
It's true.
And we cooked it with some UncleBruthas. So just looking at this label sends us through into paroxysms of nostalgia and trips down memory lane. And Julie had the brilliant idea that because UncleBrutha's is great, but it's too much for some people. She cut it with a little bit of plain yogurt, and it made a fabulous dipping sauce.
You can do 50-50 if you wanted to be dipping. You could even do a little less yogurt and more sauce if you want to do it as a marinade or a glaze.
Yeah.
So,
But you add a little bit of that creamy. It's already got lots of umami.
So
it's a hit.
Just seeing this red label again makes us feel young, makes us feel like newlyweds again.
Oh, right.
So we cannot wait to give this a try.
Oh,
We're
right. And I can't wait to see what they think, because
It hasn't changed, right?
oh,
I promise it hasn't changed.
look, these are the best batches I've ever made. I didn't change the recipe, but the only difference is these are made by me. So
Did you outsource it before? Who made it before?
yes, I had a contractor.
Elves?
I had little elves, yes, little elves.
So we got
Like little
got
Santa's
some
elves.
bagels from Call Your Mother, just picked up less than an hour ago in Georgetown. So we're gonna try that out.
Oh, fine. DC food product placement.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff we remember.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
it's been so long. You didn't change it.
Didn't change it. Still
Didn't
as good as
change it.
ever. We try just
Might even be hotter.
some farfalle, just a little something good to put hot sauce on that's not going to change the taste at all. Oh.
Oh, it's been so long. Oh my gosh.
See, if I must say so myself, one of the best batches of No.10 I have
I
ever
think it is
done.
a little hotter than
Well,
your armor. Did you
because-
dumb it down for Whole Foods?
The only thing I ever did with what you knew before, I'm a big, this is true confessions here,
Mhm.
okay? What you had before were compromises. They were
Because Whole Foods
compromises.
said, make it less hot so we can sell more bottles. Because people have to use more to get to that level.
It was really all about, let me show Andrew peeling this sandwich here, okay. It was really just about working with a business that was in business
So good.
to package other people's recipes. And they had limitations. Every business that's in business to do this was not equipped to make my sauces. They just, the process that I go through, it's really what makes that's why you're saying it tastes hotter. It tastes, the flavors should be more vibrant.
Is it because you use a fresh pepper instead of a...
They use fresh peppers. It's all in the technique. It's not that I changed anything. I did the same thing that, I trained the co-packers to do. But none of them were ever able to smoke
Yeah.
the way,
Okay.
slowly
So you
and
smoke
thoroughly.
your own jalapenos?
I smoke
They're just
everything.
jalapeno, right?
Everything gets smoked, everything, and slowly, so
And the
that
garlic? You smoke the garlic too?
everything. Garlic gets smoked,
Isn't that wonderful?
and it's when you do it that way, the peppers take on a whole new profile. The flavors come out, they get a little bit more sweet and a little bit more vibrant. What I had to do with the co-packers was allow them to simulate
I had to add smoke.
the
Yeah,
smoking
This is
process.
superior.
All right, this is even better than I remember.
Say that one more time.
This is even better than I remember.
Say that one more time.
Cannot recommend highly enough. This is,
all
and
right.
we were young heat lovers, and now you can see we've seen some things in the meantime. This is even better.
They turned that heat into something, a whole lot of love, didn't they? Oh my goodness. They're married all these years later with children, and the children are 10 and 12.
Yes, they got old too.
10 and 12. I can't believe that it's, and look, and they're still hanging with Uncle, but still thinking about it enough. Oh, goodness.
Anytime.
I cannot get over this. Listen, let me just say, I want to thank you both for jumping on, with the cause that give a couple of folks their money back because they just didn't, think I was going to go through with what I said I was going to do. So as you know, I have a membership. You have to be a member of my website to get the sauce now. Because this time around, because of what I just explained about how I'm making the sauce, I need to take the time to, I'm getting you guys. So handsome, such a lovely couple. I want to make sure you this time I have to do what I didn't do last time, which is build my production from the ground up.
And do you do this at your home, or do you have a facility?
I'm working with, I have a client, Fish Market of Maryland.
Okay.
And they, when I first came out, they had taken on the sauces, right from the beginning. They bought carousels for their tables, had them on every table, incorporated them into recipes. They really went whole hog and got behind me. And so what Sherry is doing now is going to allow me to come into the kitchen during off hours so I can bottle and package in her kitchen.
Okay.
Then I can make them for retail sale. For right now, I'm working out the process, how I'm going to be, everything I'll need, what I'm going to use. So I'm doing it not there. That's why the membership is necessary, because I can give them to you all day long.
As long as we're members.
As long as you're members.
Well, I'm glad we kept the faith. I'm glad we kept.
Yes, me too.
I'm glad you kept the recipe.
Yeah.
Because this is still the best.
Yeah,
Undefeated.
now we feel like
Undefeated
not only
champ.
are we old timers, we're also in on the ground floor.
That's right. Now
Yes.
So now we feel like founding members as well as old timers.
Yes,
we're not
absolutely.
We're not just investors. We're also
And look,
clients.
since you brought up founding members, what this experience has done was help me realize that I have to limit
my memberships for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna cut it
We
down.
got in while we could.
Yes, because I'm gonna cap it at 100,
Mm-hmm.
so that I don't have to deal with too many more of these delays.
So we shouldn't be telling our friends. Should keep this our secret.
If you tell your friends, they can get in now.
Mm-hmm.
Because when this 100 is gone, then I'm going to pause
Mhm.
letting any new members in until I get stabilized with the
Mhm.
100, and I should have everything in place at the restaurant, and then I'll begin to open it up. I'll have bottles on the website for retail sale,
Mm-hmm.
and at that point, the benefit to having membership, the privilege of membership at that point will be member orders or shipments will always go out first. Will always go out first. And then if I have to make any more to fulfill member orders, they will get fulfilled. And then anything left over goes on the website. It gets available for sale. And then it's full retail price plus shipping.
Mm-hmm.
When you get it on retail, unless you have a subscription and you get free shipping on, with the subscription. But the membership is always going to be this fixed price, which is discounted from what the retail price will be.
Mm-hmm.
And of course includes shipping, delivery, whatever. So if you don't have your membership, you better get on it, because they're going fast. And then, Andrew and Julie got a couple of folks who might want one too. So, by the time they send their folks, and their folks send their folks, those 100 are going to be gone before you know it. So you bet.
Word travels fast.
Say that one more time.
Word travels fast.
You see that? You see that? Now that's what this is the kind of love I'm talking about. I'm just so thrilled. Thank you so much for letting me come by and do this with you guys. This is so much fun. I love this is why I came back
Mm-hmm.
because I was getting all of these messages and
Love for this never dies.
these proclamations of undying love for UncleBrutha's ALLSAUCE. So here we are. 2 more people that you can hold responsible for me losing my mind and bringing these products back so I can see more smiles like these.
And we're not saying that if you
Everywhere.
take a girl and give her some UncleBruthas on a first date, that you're going to end up married. We're just
But
saying
it worked for us.
it's happened before.
I didn't pay for that. Thank you so much. That was